What if I told you that somewhere in China right now, machines are not just being built, they are being trained, deployed, and quietly integrated into real life faster than the world can even react? Not in some secret military lab, not hidden behind classified walls, but right out in the open, at a massive tech expo where the future wasn't being predicted. It was being demonstrated. And the scariest part is, most people still think this is just hype. But after what was revealed at FAIRPLUS 2025, it's becoming very clear that something much bigger is happening behind the scenes. Something that could completely redefine how humans and machines coexist. And today, we're going to break it all down. Because what China just showed, the world might actually be its biggest technological advantage yet. So let's start from the beginning. FAIRPLUS 2025 wasn't just another tech event. This wasn't your typical showcase where companies bring half-finished prototypes and flashy concepts. This was different. This was a full-scale display of real, production-ready robots. Machines that are already being manufactured, tested, and in some cases, deployed into real environments. Over 180 companies gathered in Shenzhen, one of the most advanced tech cities in the world, filling more than 10,000 square meters with robots that could walk. And when you walk through something like that, you start to realize this isn't about one robot or one breakthrough. This is about an entire ecosystem moving forward at once. And right at the center of attention was something that made people stop, stare, and honestly feel a little uncomfortable. An ultra-realistic humanoid robot known as Xiaolan S1. Now at first glance you might think, okay, we've seen humanoid robots before, we've seen Tesla Optimus, we've seen a Mecha, we've seen all these machines trying to mimic humans. But this one hits differently, because it's not just about movement, it's about presence, the face, the expressions, the eye contact, the way it looks at you when you speak. It's just realistic enough to blur that line in your brain, where you start questioning, am I interacting with a machine or something else? And here's where it gets even more interesting. This robot doesn't just stand there. It can walk. It can grasp objects. It can track people visually. And it can even remember parts of your interaction. It's not fully autonomous yet. And yes, some of its communication still relies on external systems. But that's not the point. The point is that we're watching the early stage of something that is clearly moving toward human-level interaction. And once that gap closes, even slightly, everything changes. But FAIRPLUS wasn't just about one robot, because right next to these advanced humanoids, you had something completely different. Something that revealed another side of the robotics industry. Hyper-realistic humanoid dolls, developed by companies like Jinsan. And while these don't have advanced AI built directly into them yet, what they do have is something equally powerful. Physical realism, skin that feels human, eyes that track movement, subtle head motions that respond to presence. And when you combine that with external AI systems, you start to see where this is going. Because the truth is, the robotics race isn't just about intelligence, it's about connection. And right now, companies are attacking both sides at the same time. Some are building smarter brains, others are building more realistic bodies, and eventually, those two paths will merge. Now moving forward, one of the most practical and honestly impactful robots at the event came from Tencent, a robot simply called 5. And while the name might sound simple, what it represents is anything but. This is a semi-humanoid robot designed specifically for elderly care. And when you see it in action, you realize something important. This isn't about replacing humans. This is about assisting them in ways we physically can't scale. The robot moves using a hybrid system, combining wheels and legs so it can adapt to different environments. It can climb stairs, navigate tight spaces, and switch modes automatically depending on the terrain. But more importantly, it's designed to interact safely with humans. It has tactile sensing, meaning it can physically feel contact and adjust its movements accordingly. It can carry objects, assist with mobility, and even communicate with people in real time. And when you look at global demographics, aging populations, and healthcare shortages, you start to understand why this matters. Because this is not a futuristic concept. This is a real solution to a very real problem. And China is moving fast in this direction. But not everything at FAIRPLUS was comforting. Because alongside all this innovation, there were also clear signs of the risks that come with it. For example, Unitree's robot dogs, which have become incredibly popular worldwide, it recently faced a serious security issue. Hackers were reportedly able to access the robot's cameras remotely. Now the company says the issue has been fixed, but the fact that it happened at all raises a bigger question. If robots are connected, they can be controlled. And if they can be controlled, they can be misused. And that brings us to what might be the most important part of this entire story. Because while everyone is focused on individual robots, the real power lies in something much bigger: the system behind them. Take Engine AI, for example, a company that didn't even exist a few years ago, and is now one of the fastest growing robotics developers in the world. In less than 2 years, they've launched multiple platforms, including low-cost humanoid systems, high-performance robots capable of complex movements, and even machines being tested in real-world environments like public safety. And what makes them different isn't just the hardware, it's the speed, the way they develop, test, and deploy systems in rapid cycles, the way they integrate AI directly into physical machines, the way they learn from real-world data instead of controlled lab environments. This is not slow, cautious innovation. This is aggressive scaling. And when you combine that with China's manufacturing power, its supply chains, its data infrastructure, you start to see the bigger picture. This isn't about building the best robot. It's about building the fastest evolving ecosystem. And that ecosystem was visible everywhere at FAIRPLUS. From robotic arms that can delicately pick up fragile objects or lift heavy loads with precision, to fully automated cafes where robots prepare and serve drinks without human involvement. These aren't experiments anymore. These are businesses, profitable, scalable, and already operating. And then you move into sensing technologies, and things get even more advanced. Companies are now developing tactile systems that allow robots to feel pressure with incredible accuracy. We're talking about sensors that can detect the slightest touch, adjust grip strength in real time, and interact with objects in ways that were impossible just a few years ago. In some cases, these systems are already more sensitive than human skin. And once a robot can see, move, and feel, you're no longer dealing with a simple machine. You're dealing with something that can interact with the world in a fundamentally human way. And that brings us to another key area: learning. Because one of the biggest breakthroughs happening right now is not just in hardware, it's in how robots learn new tasks. At FAIRPLUS, several companies demonstrated systems where robots can learn complex actions in as little as 50 demonstrations. Not thousands, not millions. Just a few dozen examples. And the robot adapts. This is a massive shift. Because it means robots don't need to be programmed step by step anymore. They can observe, learn, and improve over time. And once that process becomes efficient enough, scaling becomes exponential. Now at this point, you might be wondering, what does all of this mean for the future? Are we heading toward a world where robots replace humans? Or something more balanced? And the answer is, it's complicated. Because on one hand, robots are clearly taking over tasks that are dangerous, repetitive, or physically demanding. Industrial inspection, disaster response, warehouse logistics. These are areas where robots make perfect sense. But on the other hand, we're also seeing machines move into spaces that are deeply human. Caregiving, companionship, communication. And that's where things start to get interesting and a little uncomfortable. Because when a machine can look at you, respond to you, remember you, and interact with you in a natural way, It changes how you perceive it. And once that perception changes, your behavior changes. And once behavior changes, society changes. And this is exactly why what we saw at FAIRPLUS matters so much. Because it's not just about technology. It's about direction. It's about how fast things are moving and how unprepared most of the world is for that speed. China isn't just building robots. It's building an entire infrastructure around them. From hardware to software, from data to deployment, from manufacturing to real-world testing. And that combination, speed, scale, and integration, might be the real secret weapon. Because in the end, the future of robotics won't be decided by who builds the most advanced machine. It will be decided by who can deploy, improve, and scale those machines the fastest. And right now, all signs point to China moving very, very quickly. So the real question isn't whether robots are coming. They're already here. The real question is, are we ready for what comes next? Because if FAIRPLUS 2025 showed us anything, it's that the future isn't waiting anymore. It's already walking, already learning, already interacting, and sooner than we think, it might be living right alongside us. And if you think this is just the beginning, you're absolutely right.